Hi guys, my name is Jaime Mraz with Kenneth James Real Estate, and today I'm going to present to you all of the market data for the Arizona real estate market for July 2020. Now, as you're watching this, just keep in mind that this is for all of Maricopa County, which includes a lot of zip codes. So if you watch this and you're interested in more information regarding specifically your property, your community, your subdivision, your zip code, just reply to this email and with your home address and any questions you have, and I'll put together a custom market report for you. So let's begin. First question is, where is this data coming from? You want to always question the source. Well, the source of the data is the Cromford report, and I took this straight off their website. Basically, it provides detailed information to track the history and current status of the greater Phoenix residential resale market and offers unique insight into its future direction. All that to say, guys, is they track all of the data regarding our real estate market that helps us establish what happens in the past to see if there's any consistencies that'll help us determine if there's or predict the future with some level of accuracy. So let's dive in, guys. The first question I get all the time is, how is the market? My answer is always, it depends. Are you buying or are you selling? If you're in the market to sell a home, or if you own a home, then you should know this is the best, some of the best market conditions we've seen in at least 11 years that I've been in real estate, right? So let's start with a contract ratio. Now, guys, a contract ratio just basically is going to tell us exactly how strong is the demand for homes in a certain area. So this chart basically tells us, out of all of Maricopa County, right, we've got what a 164.2 contract ratio. What does that mean? That means that there are more buyers, a lot more buyers, than there are sellers, right? Evidenced by how many buyers are buying versus how many houses there are actively on the market that you can buy. And I don't mean to be confusing, but just know that this ratio basically can be summarized as this. On the left here, you can see that in a cool market, we're at 0, and then it goes all the way to 100. 100 is a frenzy. Anything more than that is a really super frenzy, I guess. And we're at a 164.2 for the entire county. Now, to give you some context, the contract ratios, this is since 2017. It's basically, you see some seasonality here. And then you see this is where we're at right now. And I apologize, the number's not there because my big face is in the way. But it is 164.2. So all that to say that this is one of the highest contract ratios we've seen at least since 2017. Active listing weekly counts as of July 12th means how many houses are on the market, guys. As of July 12th, there's been about 7,930 active homes on the market in all of Maricopa County. How does that compare to last year? Well, this time last year is about here, and it's about 40% less than 12 months ago. Days on market, you're looking at about 50 and a half days on market, which is right here. Sorry, the number's not there, but it is about 50 and a half days on market, which means that all price points, all types of house, all over Maricopa County, it's taking about 51 days to sell a home. Now, I'm going to do a shameless plug here. Most of my homes sell in less than 7 days. I have a really awesome marketing strategy. Stay super consistent with it. When the market's playing in my favor like this, I can almost guarantee you I will have your house sold in less than 7 days. But also keep in mind that I don't work the higher price points like 700, 800, 900, $1 million. So, that's partially one reason. Days of inventory. This is an interesting chart. This basically says if no new houses hit the market today for the next X amount of days, how long would it take for the entire amount of inventory to be absorbed in our market? And this chart shows it's about 31 days, which means if no new houses came on the market for 31 days, every single house in Maricopa County would be gone. That's pretty incredible, guys. I like to show this because this is list price versus sales price, right? You could list your house at 300, but if it sells for 285, that tells you something, right? Well, this ratio is showing us that houses are selling for about 98.5% of list price. Now, guys, I want to add a caveat here. I personally think that the reason why houses are not selling for 100 or 105% more of sales price is a simple fact that in a market like this, it's very difficult for appraisers to keep up with value. So what happens is you get a house under contract that you love, and then the appraisal comes along and he doesn't agree with what you're paying with the house for the house. So he'll appraise it for what it is, and then you and the seller have to decide who's coming up with the difference, which to me is one of the reasons why this number isn't 100 or more. Now that's sellers, guys, and so that's all the data, right? I want to give you a specific example. I listed a house for $300,000 about 8 days ago. In 4 days, we had 59 showings. Or I should say, my lockbox was open 59 times in 4 days. We received 8 offers, and we ended up getting the house under contract for just under 8% over market value. Guys, that's incredible. But what about for buyers? Obviously, I'm here talking about sellers and stuff, and everyone's like, well, I want to buy a house. Listen, ironically, it's a good time to buy, and I'll explain why, okay? One reason. When you're either going to rent or you're going to buy, right? If you're thinking about buying a home and you have 2 options, one rent and then one buy, right? This chart shows you that the rental rates has been consistently going up for some time now. My face is in the way, but we're at about $1.11 per square foot for the rental market in Maricopa County. That is up 5% from last month. Guys, you think there's a shortage of inventory on the buy side? There's a shortage of inventory on the rent side as well, right? Which means prices are going up. So now you have, do you rent for an expensive amount or do you buy for X amount, right? Well, this was this week. I think I pulled this July 16th or 17th, 2020. A simple Google search reveals that we had the lowest levels ever for an interest rate, just under 3%, guys. That's free money, and I'm going to show you why that's important on this next slide. So I took this from the Keeping Current Matters Instagram page, and they're showing examples of what a $300,000 mortgage costs over the last several decades based off of interest rates during those decades, right? You can see here that today your interest rate is about 3.03%. That means your principal and interest payment will be about $1,270 for a $300,000 loan. When you compare that to, let's say, the 2000s when it was 6.29, $1,855, and you can see the examples here. So the lower the rate, the more affordable the house, which means your payment's going to be lower for your home. It really means you can buy more house, right? Now to summarize all this, guys, contract ratio is really, really high. It's actually the highest it's ever been, at least since 2017, which means demand is so strong. Couple reasons why demand is strong. A, interest rates are low. B, we live in an awesome state that everybody wants to live at. And what else? Low inventory. There you go. Active inventory is down 42% compared to last July, which is huge. Average days on market are about 50.5 days. This includes all price points, but if you're under 500,000, you can expect to sell probably less than 20 to 30 days, depending on the real estate agent that you hire and the overall condition of your home. Days inventory means that if no new houses came on the market, how soon would every house be sold? That's about 31 days. And then homes are selling for about 98.5% of list price, which is pretty good. Again, interest rates are historically low. They were teetering just under 3% as of July 17, 2020. And the price per square foot for rental properties has gone up 5% in the last 30 days. So there's the data, guys. That's the data. That's what's happening in our market. To summarize, it's a strong seller's market. Buyers are getting bid out left and right. If you want any chance of buying a home in this market, you need to make sure that you have your pre-qualification down, your down payment sourced and down. You may want to put some money aside to pay your own closing costs and set the expectation that you might have to pay over asking price if you're in this market right now. If you're a seller, guys, it's not enough to just hire a real estate agent to put your house on the market. You absolutely have to hire an experienced agent if you really want to take full advantage of this market. A multiple offer scenario is not an easy scenario or a negotiation to handle. So make sure that whomever you hire to sell your home is comfortable handling a multiple offer situation. So if you guys have any questions about what's going on in our market, my name is Jaime Mraz. I'm happy to make time to sit down with you and your family. We can do it on Zoom as well, and we can discuss the ins and outs of your situation and come up with a custom fit strategy to help you reach your real estate dreams. Thanks for watching this, guys. If you know someone that can benefit from this, please share it with them or just reply and let me know what you think about the videos. Thanks, and have a great day.